that colony. I'm not having that. There we go. Shit saved. Things have got names. I can actually start progressing with the fucking zones. Alright. Jesus. I'm not joking. Every single time I play with these, we get like a raid or we get something major happens and it's like, oh my fucking god. So I actually kind of wanted the Thrombos to be further out than that, but the reason why I want them to be so far out is they're forced to eat... Oh my god. They're forced to eat the trees outside of the base area, so the Thrombos should only be out here. Okay. So my Thrombos won't really be useful for hauling, and my people have to go pretty far to get them, right? Megasoft's kind of the same thing. I don't really want them pretty much... Well, I kind of don't need them to be that degree out. No matter if I'm missing that square. I just kind of need them to stay the fuck out of this area for the most part. Did I make that further for the Thrombos? No. What's that? It's fine. Alright. Megasofts can have that little dot back. Now, Megasofts do need to be able to get into food, and food storage is kind of going to be up in here somewhere. I don't even understand yet quite where I'm going to put that, but it's going to be in through here somewhere. So I kind of just need them to be able to get in through here. I know that there's a chance that these bastards are just going to path wherever the fuck they think they want to go, but we'll see. See how that goes. It's got gutworms. Gat. Fine. Gat can have gutworms. Alright, to my understanding, I think this is where I'm supposed to be storing my food, or I've got production or something up here. I think this is going to be cooking and butchering, I think. Expand the mega sauce to also be down here. What just happened? Is that the trader? Yeah. Alright. They got goats. They have pemmican too. I've got a little bit of silver. If I could take more of your pemmican and I can sell you some of that. It's not quite enough. Just see if I can get this down to, say, 500. Maybe? No, it's still too much. They're not going to have enough food for the trip that they're trying to do. That's, I think, the problem I've got. Alright, too much. Actually, I should kind of go over to the 300 odd. Kind of get in there. I need to go up to 177. Azula, please stop crossing over and over. This is like your 8th time tonight. She keeps crossing over my microphone stand, which like forces me to hold on to it so she doesn't potentially like flip and throw everything off my desk. And she thinks she's very, very cute and adorable during the whole thing, but it's actually quite like a problem if it was to like send shit flying. Alright, you guys have got food. I kind of just need you to wait for this lot. I need you to go up. I'll make him wait. I'll make him rest there. It's not like I can make him rest. Caravan has run out of food. That's fine. They're not actually out of food. They think they are. Alright. This lot, that's the group that's leaving. Alright, back up to, not that group, this group. Get this shit fixed up. Alright. Fucking hell. Alright. So, they'll hopefully clean that up at some point. That'll be amazing. Hey, Crossan. Welcome in. How's your night going? Zones. Zones are what I'm trying to do. Megasofts. I need Megasofts to come in by about this far. This is what I was trying to get them to do. This, not quite that high. But if I could get them to come up to here, and then they'll be able to like arrive up about here. Alright, that'll work. And if I clear away that zone there. Alright, so my Megasoft should be able to come into here, and once I sort out like food storage and stuff, they should be fine. They should be able to get into a meat storage area, give or take. From memory, I think what I'm supposed to be doing is, I think, cooking stations, butchering, and then dining room and recreational room. Then I believe down here is supposed to be like storage, like multiple types of storage, and then production. No, production's in there, so I think this is all storage in here. So we'll see how that goes. Either that, or I end up doing like cooking and like partial storage or something. Where did I put? That's right, I've got storage here. So storage plus cooking and yeah, all right. I see how I've done that now. Fine, I'll probably end up with cooling stuff down here too. Fine, as long as the Megasofts can get themselves to meat, that's fine. They'll have most of that. Let's see, rhinos. Rhinos, I basically just want to leave like on the far outskirts. They're gonna have like fuck rules stuff, but I would like to see them not go into my fucking base. Like they can patrol out here with the thrombos. I think they'll be fine. I don't think they get affected too much by winter. I'll see how I feel about that. Let's see, rhinos. Cats are actually kind of reverse. I bring cats way in. Cats are kind of like limited to stay really, really close into my colony. Like that. Yeah. And kind of the reason why is I don't like them getting out here, and they get injured by like things that wander in will kill them. Whereas if they're in here, they kind of forced to kind of hunt what's in the area. I was trying to look at something. God damn it. I guess you want to trade food with me because my people only have chocolate to eat. Yeah, we're not doing that. Now, if you don't mind, I was looking at whoever was walking in my base. I have a donkey and I've got some people. Yeah, it's not doing any trading or anything. No. Fine, I guess they're just wandering through. I kind of imagine this must be what happens when I happen to like walk past areas to do trade and stuff. Like my colonies that are, or my caravans that are currently out here. Like these two, they're nearly there. These two are waiting to merge. I'd like to merge them up because they don't have a lot of food, but I think it will help. And the second group's got stuff I could sell, so realistically we'd have food. The first lot didn't have much, so I might as well wait for the second area and then we can maybe hit up the third, or we can just go up to that one. Might go up to that one once I merge them. Oh, we can get a little bit more food for the journey, because 10 days food isn't enough. It's a lot longer than it seems. Like, they're going all the way up here. And I will say it's 8 days, but it's actually more like longer. So you lot, how are you guys going for your caravans, sorry. Almost loaded. They're pretty much happy. Alright, any other caravan? Not you. You. Somebody's still mentally broken. Is that Mo? I guess it's gonna be fun. No? Yes? Yeah, it's still Mo. Alright, well that's okay. Mo's still mentally broken. They're ready to go though. Like, I could remove Mo. What's her bio? Plants and stuff. How long have I been on this save? It's been, I think, 1 year and 2 months so far. IRL time. Also, welcome in. Is it Schmicks? Yeah, no, this colony has been going for quite a long time. This is our second location, and it got corrupt when 1.5 came out. So I kind of half deconstructed it, and we're kind of abandoning it. We're going up to this location. It's our third location, which I'm in the process of like rush building, because we were kind of supposed to stay here for about an in-game year, and it took us about half a year to move from like the previous, well, not half a real year, but half an in-game year to move from the first location to this place. So yeah, I've only got 6 mods. I don't have any DLCs. Just give me a sec. What are my mods? I've got EdB Prepare Carefully. I brought in a whole bunch of colonists from other games to play on this one, as they were when I found them. I had Wild Reproduction, but it's not currently working. I've got Drop All Inventory, Hugs Lib, Harmony, and Deep Stack. That's all I've got. And most of them are working except for Wild Reproduction, which I think 1.5 is kind of fixed up anyway. Things do kind of come in and get pregnant and have, like, you know, little versions of them and shit. So I guess it kind of still does it. It just doesn't have it at the same kind of ratio that I need to kind of keep them alive as easily. And also, we did lose a lot of resources when we moved from Salvation to Qulin, which was first location to this location. And this one's kind of buggy as shit, which I click on somebody. I click off this somebody. I have no interface, but I have that box. If I do a trade, it's terrible. Yeah, my entire screen looks like Windows 98. Are you part of the caravan, mate? No, that's fine. I've pretty much got down to like the last couple of caravans. I was wondering if I would just remove you. And I don't know if Tadashi's part of this. Yeah, you are. Talk? You're not. Alright, let's slap you into... I think you're caravan 1. Let's go find out. I've got like 3 caravans trying to leave this place. No, that's caravan 2. It's fine. We've got an extra person in caravan 1. Not really a problem. Then Ricey. Ricey, you can go in caravan 2. Where is that going to? Over... What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Alright. No, that's fine. Fine. Let's try and keep it. My new DLC, because I enjoyed the core games. And even though I've been playing for years, most of my colonies last for years at a time. So this is probably my 4th big colony that survived. I have like a couple of little colonies, but you know, some of them only last for like a couple of months. Thank you for the follow. What's up, Finny? What? That was really dramatic. Is that so? You could be sitting up here. Phoenix is my cat, for anybody that doesn't know. Azula's here as well, but she's quietly asleep. Phoenix is telling me all about it because it's cold as fuck tonight and it's warm in here. But yeah, no, I quite like the core game. I don't really see any reason to change. Like, ideology doesn't interest me. Royalty doesn't interest me. Fuck else is there? Biotech, sure as fuck, no. And the new one, I don't mind, but I just don't... Like, I'm currently playing this, and it's been over a year. It's going to probably take me, like, maybe another year or 2 to get to the off-world flag with my army. So we'll see how that goes. I reckon this was the one I took him out of. Yeah. It's got, like, all the shit ton of chocolate and stuff. Alright. We'll send another person for that. Are you part of that? No, you're not. But do you want to be? I actually feel like caravan 2 was off to the side. So is this caravan... It's going to be caravan 1, right? I wish that it would like label which caravan was what. It'd be brilliant if it did. No, that one was not. That's okay. Ludo can still go on that. I've got spare people and enough food for most of this stuff. Slap you on 2. Understandable. I personally can't play without biotech. That's fair. Look, a lot of people have and enjoy a lot of the DLCs, either all of them or just like 1 or 2 particulars. And a lot of people play with like a fuck ton of mods. Like, it's kind of the standard that most people play with like 100 plus mods, if not like an average of 300 odd. I just kind of, I don't know. I come from like the era of playing like a lot of like older games as they were made. So I don't really kind of get bored of a lot of games or want to change how games are made very easily. Like, I have got some games where I've got like a few mods and stuff, but I've added the mods because people I've played with have wanted to play with the mods, and I've just been indifferent kind of thing. Whereas RimWorld is one of those things where, you know, it's a single player game. I kind of like how it is. Some of the updates kind of are frustrating, like when they brought in pens, you had to kind of use pens. And I've talked about this before in one of my offline colonies before I started streaming. I had this like colony of like 170 odd people, and we just had shit ton of animals, like a few hundred animals. And the update that happened suddenly required pens. And I didn't have pens. I didn't have any pens. And I suddenly had animals roaming off in all kinds of directions, and I couldn't do jack shit about it. Like, the closest I could do was kind of like to just slaughter everything and try to like fix it after the season and stuff. But yeah, that's not what really happened. So since then I've had issues with like dealing with pens. At the moment I'm having a bit of trouble with something has changed, and I can't just like zap or beat the fuck out of people that are going wild and get them to stop. These guys don't really have money. Yeah. I kind of get it where, like, somebody runs wild and I can't really do much about it. So I've just been kind of, like, reloading the closest save to just not deal with those fuckers. Yeah, I'm not letting them leave. Not until I figure it out. I've got one person that's currently wild being tamed, and I'm waiting to see, like, how to fix that. I don't really have money to buy food, and this group's still got plenty of food. You guys just... Yeah, no, they just found a trader on the way. That's fine. Yeah, no, I've got... Who is it? It's in... Should be this lot. They have... Where's your people? This guy. This one's like a wild person. It's one of my colonists, right? But they've gone wild, and I've had a whole bunch tonight that have decided to go wild, and I've just reloaded because this one guy, I can't get him to become tamed. I've captured him, which I think is a mistake. But when he went wild, he tried to leave the map. And then when I tried to, like, release him from being a prisoner, they sent him to the edge of the map. I did a save and a test kind of thing, and they just, like, released him off the map. When I executed him, that made everybody upset. And, of course, that won't be a solution for everybody because there's at least, like, 20-odd people here that I started with from other maps that I want to have at the end kind of thing. And, yeah, it's being a bit of a shit. So Langer is kind of my test guinea pig at the moment for, yeah, getting them wild human to normal. Previously, like, you'd psychic shock lance them, or you'd possibilize them, or you'd arrest them, and that would give you a chance to shock them out of it, or potentially, like, capture them where you could train them and stuff. Now as prisoners, what basically happens is they're getting tended to by a warden and they're getting fed. So there's not as many options to tame them. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with that, but I'm testing it out. I'm just not allowing new ones to come in if I can avoid it, where I can avoid it. But yeah, it's just, new frustration that's come with the next update. There's also a new thing where I can't take everybody that's just loyal, which is kind of frustrating because I did a few attack quests where we just came home with 18 or 20 people from going to a bandit camp. Well, there was at least one where we just took everybody. And yeah, now they've got unwavering loyalty and stuff, little badges beside their names and whatnot. So I can't just take everybody I want now, which is kind of frustrating, but that's fine. That's more of a limiter type thing. Like, none of these people, wherever the fuck my prisoners here are, I don't know if they're above or below. Yeah, they're probably above. Yeah, I can't really do too much. That's colonists. That would be 50 animals. Nah, that's the ones to prisoners. These guys don't have unwavering loyalty and shit. So I took them. They don't have the worst stats, but yeah, I'm trying to get back up to... We had 243 colonists for a while, and I killed off some. I killed off some of the shittier ones. There's still some people yet to go that have got their life privileges revoked. They'll die over time. But until then, I'd like to kind of replace them with a few new people. So we've kind of been sitting around 220 for about 3 or 4 months now, easily. But yeah, basically what happens in my colony is if you keep fucking up, if you keep, I don't know, going and murdering everybody, spazzing out and just trying to kill everything in sight and stuff, eventually life privileges, healthcare stuff, gets lower and lower and lower until it's just denied. So that's kind of what happens. Generally speaking, if somebody acts up in my colony, I save the game, I go beat the snot out of them, put them in hospital, put them in prison, whatever works, and let them just kind of rot there until they want to rejoin the colony. And when they rejoin the colony, then, they come back with less health privileges. It's kind of how it works. It's how that shit flies here. Apart from that, I'm actually, relatively nice to these people. So, oh yeah, they're almost ready to go. Yeah, for the most part, I normally have, nice prisons on this location. I know everything's pretty much deconstructed, but we had... Pretty much everybody had their own bedrooms. There's 4 of these on the map, each in a corner. We had 4 hospitals. Like they're all kind of deconstructed now, but we had proper healthcare shit for them. We had like a shit ton of storage. We had a shit ton of like food and production and prisoner areas and all sorts of stuff. Recreational spaces, all sorts of stuff was on the way. But I kind of had to get rid of it because basically, as you might notice, like this map has like no textures kind of thing. Like we've got no soil. This over here was water. There's a water hazard. We had land. Do I have a favorite mod? Probably Prepare Carefully. Honestly, I'm not really too fond of them because like I have 6 mods and like 2 of them are compatibility mods. So technically I've got like 4. But Prepare Carefully is kind of cool. So when I take in like a new person, like, you know, this group that's got prisoners and shit, let's say I really like, I don't know, Pig. He's got some good stats. They've got some good stats, I think. You know, like tough and super immune and stuff like that. Like I could take a screenshot right now and save that to a folder and start a new colony later and be like, I'm going to bring Pig back in exactly how I found him. So I'd set them up as abandoned child loner with these exact stats, those traits, and capable of that, and whatever their health was, right? They didn't come with that. I gave them that. And yeah, that's what I'd do. So that's what I've done so far. It's really hard to tell because when Prepare Carefully stopped working with the update for like a week or so, my entire list of colonists, which is probably just easier to see on like one of these, like this shuffled. So the first like 21 people were brought in from other maps, but they're not in that order anymore. I kind of know who they are. I have a list to keep track of it and stuff. I kind of know who some of them are in general. Like Enyo's one, she came from like another map. I think she was from one of my original maps. Shizuka should be up in here. I know Amiya, I think that's Tofu. Tofu came from one, E came from one. Shizuka's an original. She's like one of the first colonists I ever got on any map. I brought her from all of them. So yeah, I kind of do that. Obviously over time they get like trainers and stuff like that in different games and stuff, but it's still pretty cool to bring them back. Kind of like have, you know, fan favorites, but they're my favorites kind of thing that I like playing with. The one mod I've learned to love is the custom map sizes. Yeah, I haven't played with any of that. I have heard of it. I've seen one on RimWorld's official Discord where somebody had like a crescent shaped base. It was pretty cool. But it was on like a map size I'd never seen before. Like I have got screenshots and stuff of this, well not this specific map and stuff, but I can show you my bases and stuff. This is what the previous location we were on looked like. That's the first location. That's what we moved from originally in like March to April kind of thing. That was location Salvation, the original for this. We have, this is a previous colony before I was online, before I was a streamer. That was my Hatora colony of like 170 odd people. Which is, I'm kind of taking like prompts from previous map locations and I'm putting that on this one. I'm taking a lot from Hatora for this one. And this is what Qulin, our current location, looked like before the update kind of crippled it. So yeah, you can kind of see we're kind of missing some colorations and stuff. I'm also missing my interface, so that always keeps disappearing. But yeah, like I like playing with, I think these are medium maps from memory. I have played with large maps offline. They haven't really been too much of an issue. Thank you. I spent like a fair amount of time on this and we were supposed to be here for ages. But yeah, it's it looks like this and we have all kinds of problems. If I called in a trader, I could really show you some of the issues of this game. Like if you have ever seen like Windows 98 where you get like an error message and you could like pull it across the screen and it has like a million boxes of the same thing. That's basically what I get when I try to do a trade. It's fantastic. I can't see shit. But yeah, it'd be fine. Once we move out of it, we'll be on this location and it's not corrupt, so it's fine. Look, it's an effort to do any kind of trade, I'll tell you that much. It's a fair bit of work. We're playing on at least 450 by 450. What was this size map? Hold on. I've got all this shit like saved. RimWorld. I don't know if it's that folder or the other one. Yeah, it's this one. Our current map is... Hold up. I gotta just find where I put the screenshot. I kind of like screenshotted everything on the way in here. It is a 275 by 275. No, we're on the 250, sorry. We're at 250 by 250. I actually prefer to play on the 275 because the unevenness allows you to make symmetrical bases. But yeah, I picked this one because it had been about almost a year. It was like 6 months at least from my previous colony to the one before it. So it had been a while. I'm thinking about playing on the 700 just to see how it works. I've played on the biggest one before, on the largest maps you get with RimWorld. I don't really see them having any real issue. It's really just it takes a long time for it to kind of like, you people to travel around the map. And like a lot of people don't kind of like use the entire map like I am, kind of thing. So it's kind of an issue in that way. I also need to get a cremation thing here eventually. They call that window glitch solitaire in Poland because of the animation at the end of the game. Yeah, I know the one that you're talking about. It's basically like that. You haven't seen it yet, Shadow. I don't think. I think you've seen like you've seen when I like click on somebody's bio and I get stuck with this shit if I don't click on anything else. Yeah, I keep clicking on stuff. But yeah, apart from that, I can click off you. No, it works here, sorry. I'm on the wrong map. I click on something over here. There we go. There, that's shit. I also like this mark. We never got to finish this. This was supposed to be encrusted in gold, but we were halfway there before I had to deconstruct it. Wait, are they leaving? Hold on. Are they leaving or are they bringing them up here? They're leaving. Cool. Alright. Where is my caravan saved there? Yeah, if these 3 caravans get the fuck out, that'd be so great. Because then I can pile up the last couple of people and then this site will be gone. I'm gonna lose so much steel, like, 14,000 steel, but it's fine. I can deal with that. If it works. I work out feeling acid in my mouth. The fuck is up with that? That's probably reflux. It could be anything from what you ate earlier. It could also just be stress. You might want to maybe see your doctor about whether or not you're getting a stomach ulcer from stress. Shadow. Probably worth it. Oh, Viking just woke up. Right as you woke up. Timing. Viking's just been sleeping beside me this whole time, by the way, Shadow. For anybody that's new, and Viking is my stream wolf. He's extremely friendly. You can pat him, you can give him food, all that sort of stuff. He's incredibly friendly. Obviously, if you don't want to, like, pat him and interact and stuff, just, like, be respectful. Also, like, making small buildings over the map for different stuff. See, I tend to have, like, massive builds. Like, I just want to keep an eye on this lot that are kind of accumulating here, but the Hatora colony was my favorite, which is why I'm kind of doing something similar since we've got the beach again. That was this one. And I really like them because I only use like 1/3 of the map for that base. And off to the right side was just empty pastures, and that's where all my animals used to go before I needed fences. The other side was all ocean, so I didn't have to worry about getting attacked. So it's great. And I also liked how that layout was. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Like if I bring in an actual zoom in, just for a second, focus on one of the diamonds. Okay, you see like we've got all like production, we've got like dining rooms and stuff. I'll bring in a zoom in of that. Yeah, so this was like the dining room, rec room, right? So it's a pretty big base. And then I have a production area and stuff. That's what I'm doing this time as well. Basically for scale, equal scale, hopefully, if I got it right. I actually don't know if I got it right, but we'll fucking find out once I finish building this place. By that, I mean this place, Dryden. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of how I work with bases. It's just massive scale. Like, I understand it's going to take him an hour or 2 to walk to places, but I just space out bedding around it. Wakes up wagging tail happily. And then what's it? Then they'll discover he's not only one wolf. What? What? Viking? Oh. What? He's not my only stream wolf. No, I've got like, I think 4 or something now. I help for now, going to gym. No worries. It's nice, like, saying hello, nice meeting you. I'll catch you around some other time. Hugs. Hug Shadow, I can tell. I'm smiling. It's another feather to Shadow. I think Shadow's probably got, like, I don't know, maybe enough feathers. I don't know. It's like one of those bartender moments. It's like, I think he's had enough. I don't know. Are you actually going to... You're not going down to medical, are you? Please tell me you're not headed to medical. I think everybody's up here for this. Ooh. Why are they just suddenly running fast? Caravan. Yeah, everybody's up here, I think. Except for... Oh, they've got to grab the rest of the animals here. That's not for that, is it? Amazing. It may be reflux, but on the other hand, I always feel acidic in my mouth if I eat something sugary before falling asleep. That's fair. Kind of get that kind of thing with like orange juice. I get like a nasty kind of like mouth smell, taste thing going on. I hate it. Area revealed. Excuse you, but where? Oh, here. Okay, alright. Fucking nobody panic. I thought they had accidentally opened up one of the ancient dangers. I'm like, oh shit.